So I wanted to give you the most anticipated review of the Peet's Coffee Brazil Minas Naturais. This coffee is a medium roast, and it is by far my favorite and, in my opinion, the most superior coffee that Peet's offers when you buy off-the-shelf, pre-ground, and bag. This is my go-to coffee. I've been drinking this coffee for about probably over a year now. It is a little expensive, but if you want good coffee and you're a high quality coffee consumer like me, you're going to want to get the good coffee. You're going to pay the money for it. Now, this is a 20-ounce Peetnik pack, if you will. Little play on words there. And you're going to pay anywhere between $11.99 and $15. If you go into the store and you buy this for $15, you're paying basically MSRP. If you can get a deal and you're seeing it for $11.99, you should probably buy 4 or 5 because that's about as cheap as I've seen it in California. So this coffee, now let's talk about the coffee itself. This is a very smooth coffee. This is a very low acidity coffee. It is smooth and has very little acid tone. Now it does have a nutty flavor like it says on here on the package, but it's not as nutty as if you've ever had the Chelsea blend from the New York Noah's Bagels. That to me is extremely nutty. I would say that this is not a sweet coffee. I would say that this is a savory coffee. It is not a sweet coffee. It's more of a savory coffee, and you know, on the tongue, it has light, earthy tones. Now you compare that to like a dark roast where you can really taste the soil of the roast. It tastes like earth, kind of dry earth. I would call this like maybe fall rain earth with a slight bit of nuttiness and zero acidity. I do not taste any fruit here. I do not taste any fruit. I was thinking maybe a tiny bit of lemon, but I'm not even going to go there. No lemon. I'm going to call this also mild chocolate. Okay? Smooth, moist earth with a very mild chocolate. Like a chocolate, maybe 60% cacao, somewhere in there. Not sweet. It says naturally sweet. I would say it's naturally savory and does not bite you like an acidic coffee does. Brazil makes fabulous coffee. Once you get into some of the other Central American countries, I find that for my taste, those coffees are a little bit acidic for me. Talking about brewing the cup, let's read the side of the bag here. So, naturally Brazil, selecting the finest beans from the region of Minas Naturais, preferring those known as naturals. By this method, our favorite farms, fazendas, dry whole coffee cherries in the warm Brazilian sun, imbuing the beans with a sumptuous sweetness. It's a smooth, full-bodied, sun-dried with natural notes of hazelnut. The hazelnut is also very mild, so if you're a guy that doesn't really like flavored coffee, this is a good coffee for you. It's very earthy. It's very smooth. It's very it's not pretentious. It's a very non-pretentious coffee. It's a coffee drinker's coffee. It's a great daily drinker. It's something that you can drink day in, day out and never get tired of because the quality is amazing. And when you brew it, if you put a little bit more into your brew, you're gonna get a bold brew. And I brew a bold brew, and I can make this coffee. If you're into bold coffees and you say, I gotta have dark roast, well, have coffee with me sometime and I'll make you a bold brew and you'll be able to stick a spoon up in it. Because most of the time on my normal brews, people have some of my coffee, they're asking me for sugar, they're asking me for cream. Many times I don't have it because I drink my coffee for what it is. I like my coffee to taste like coffee. Which is not to say that it's bad to put sugar and cream and other things in your coffee, but that's just my personal preference. So what's happening here is that folks that are used to drinking coffee brewed maybe from the store or your typical restaurant coffee, this is far stronger because I sometimes even double the dose on my coffee to water ratio to make it nice and strong so that I really get that full-bodied taste. It's a very full-bodied, lightly earthed, nutty, smooth, low acidic coffee. I highly recommend this Brazil Minas Naturais. Should go get it. Look for it at a price point at about $12 for 20 ounces.